We're live. All right. We're
Hey,
gonna have to start with topic number one here. Devvy's reign as DWF Moto Champion. For those of you watching, this is gonna be called the Hawkson Special. Why? Because all three of these topics are suggested by our glorious leader, Hawkson himself.
chairman of all chairmen.
Greatest of all promoters.
They call him the redhead.
The redhead. Is he like a ginger in real life?
No.
I've always thought he was Asian. But I guess that's left to interpretation. Anywho, topic number one, Devvy's reign as DWF Immortal Champion. What is your take on that?
I think Devvy is, to be honest, we all know that he pays chairman's like Hawkson SDR.
He admitted to
Himself
as
into the-
much. Even last night, people were calling him out for sucking dick and whatever. And he was like,
Yeah.
I didn't threaten to get the title. I
And
paid
overall-
for it.
Hawkson, I mean SDR kind of
Yeah, he
scammed Devvy, but Devvy deserved it. But like they should have still denied it. The fact that Devvy exploited DWF twice,
Yeah.
or W, and leaked it.
And I think we're gonna have to take
He's
it
also
at-
he's also a known exploiter. The fact that they Devy's cash
Yeah.
and gave him that title shot, that's professional, to be honest.
Yeah, he has tons of Robux. He collects limiteds in his spare time.
I used to always think that Devy stole his mother's credit card
Yeah, I think that's what he does. Look at the screenshot.
because he's still underage, and I'm not
Yeah.
assuming, but I don't know.
Either he works at Walmart and then buys the Robux card, or it's he gets it as allowance. Look at this. Alrighty, last night people were calling him out for apparently threatening SDR for a title shot, and he said, "It was proven I didn't. I had threatened SDR. I paid him."
Yeah.
And that was just a laughing stock for the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to have to take this at face value. How long ago did he win this title?
In DWF?
Yeah, in DWF, when he beat OMG Balor.
I don't know. I hardly go to DWF these days, but
I reckon
when
it's
I
within a
when
month.
I found out that Devy won the DWF champion, this is gonna drop ratings, you know?
Yeah.
Because
people come to
Devvy is
DWF anyway because they just love the game, but Devvy kind of bothers people. He unto himself is a highly controversial topic.
Devy's the
And,
type of person that if he left, nobody would care.
Yeah, no, because he's done a lot of wrong to many people.
He tried. There's times like the other day he tried bribing me to work with him.
Yeah.
But no.
What was it? Okay, a few weeks ago, I'm gonna assume it is a few weeks ago, OMG Balor hosts an open challenge for the DWF Immortal title. Devvy comes out of all the people that could have gone out. I'm assuming Hawkson was the one who teleported him, or Devvy whispered to him to get the shot. And he goes on and he manages to beat OMG Balor to everyone's surprise. And that's how Devvy becomes Immortal Champion.
Here's the thing. OMG Balor is one of the best pro wrestlers today. It's even for myself, it's hard to beat him. And
Yeah.
they suck at pro wrestling, so I don't know. But that's not the not assuming because we know he's doing it. Every time he gets into a title match, he wins. He doesn't even struggle; he wins.
Yeah, the guy's craft is
And that
near
just
perfection.
brings to my mind that he's using sorry, he's using an exploit to make his clean big.
Yeah, Devvy. And
Like, there's no way to beat Devvy because he's exploiting, which is cheating, which is unfair, unrealistic, unprofessional.
going back to the topic, many people are pretty shocked that he actually manages to beat OMG Balor. And OMG Balor himself said, no, Devvy wasn't exploiting, but he was hella laggy that night. And that happens. Most definitely. I can't
Sure,
say
if he was
happen.
nobody knows for sure if he was exploiting or not, but the fact that he's exploited for years,
Yeah.
common that he has exploited.
And I think part of the thing in that
Unless
I think,
OMG Balor was in that Roblox console, which is like shift F4, shift something. Usually when you're in that, you can figure out who exploited.
yeah. And
He had admin to get into that console, so
regardless or not, the result was the result at the end of the day. Now here's the thing, Devvy does not have a good history with the company. He has a lot of blemishes.
he has. There's nothing but bad with Devvy. Like,
Yeah. And any accomplishment he has made is normally ruled out because just simply the way he acts.
here's the thing. When I first met Devvy back teen,
God, it had to be like
he was
2014.
nice. He was not an exploiter. He was just like us.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, in AWE, my old federation match,
The really old one.
he was in a title match, and here he earned that spot. Okay, he wasn't begging or anything. He earned that spot. Lost, and then like we were in, I was chatting with Devvy the other day about you need to go back to your old self and leave the exploiting and shit behind. And then he was like, and then the last thing he told me was, you're the one that started all this shit. And I'm like, no, you're the one that started all this shit.
And I think the thing with Devvy is that he's either like a narcissist or some sort of a sociopath. Because I feel like everything he does is just to make himself look good.
Honestly, I think he's doing this out of entertainment because he could also be bored and he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, he doesn't have like a moral conscience.
That's just unfair for everyone else around him. Because everybody else is trying to enjoy themselves, and just have fun.
Everyone gets to that point.
And then there's Devvy coming in and exploiting and fucking everything up.
And everyone's at that point in their career sometimes where they're just a little toxic. It happens to everyone. Where you're no longer doing it for the entertainment. Part of it's just entirely competitive. And you're just like, yeah, I just want to win.
It's like, I don't fucking care anymore. I'm going to exploit.
But like, I didn't exploit. And I was a jerk. I can definitely say that. But Devvy's been taking that and putting it to 11. So it's not really the case of, he's just, highly competitive anymore. He's just kind of lost all moral consciousness.
Overall, he's just a jackass,
Yeah, he has like no respect for those around
old
him.
brat that steals money from his parents and uses it on Roblox and tries to bribe.
And he's defended his title about, 3 times now because Hoxton is practically threatening to strip the title, if he's not defending, and that's kind of the thing you have to defend.
That's good that Hoxton's actually taking notice, but the fact that he's always going to win no matter what.
But look, if you
Hoxton needs to know that.
If you look at the pay-per-view card, he doesn't even have a title match. He said he was going to do an open challenge. I think I accepted it, and I think he dodged me. Again, some things here. He said Hoxton threatens me like he will force me to vacate the title if I don't defend. And then he said Moolah jobbed for him. Yeah, he's just been facing a lot of lower mid-carders just to, hold the title on him. And he's had 2 successful defenses.
For an example,
I think
versus
only noticeable...
DWF versus ECW.
Yeah. He's supposed to be
Hawkson
in that
didn't.
match. Literally
I know. I'm
5
actually
minutes
glad
ago, he
Hawkson
said he's
actually.
dropping out.
I am glad he didn't put Debbie in there because overall, if he did, that would have been rigged
Yeah, and
on
regardless of
Zane's
whether
side.
Devvy is in the match or not, I think he's so inflated. He thinks that his dropping out
Ever
alone
since
is
he
gonna
won that
affect his
DWF
right now.
champion, he thinks he's the god of pro wrestling,
Yeah,
but he's actually the opposite.
it's really got into his head at this point. Getting those free title shots and then just defeating whoever he wants. And again, he doesn't fight many people with too much tremendous skill.
Ever see him at any a tragedy where APRW or ECW, I just see him coming in at one show and destroying everybody, and he doesn't even go to gyms.
I mean,
He's exploiting.
here's the thing: he's had what 3 title defenses. I'm pretty sure Hawkson watches like the console just to make sure no one's exploiting. And the thing with
Hawkson doesn't
Devvy
even know
is-
how to get into the console.
Yeah, look, two title defenses. I was there for at least 2. One is against Mulatine, and the other is the only notable Insanity Prison. And even then, he's in the PXT, right? He's been dodging people that have, actually have the chance, or at least actually deserve it. Kenny
always
Hero, for
wonder-
example, has been in the company for the longest time, and Devvy's just ducking him.
Yeah.
I don't know if OMG Balor is going to be in the upcoming match against him, if he's going to be in any upcoming matches, if he's going for the Immortal. But you have to think, would he duck even OMG Balor too?
Yeah.
He's not having a title defense
Like
at the
Debbie's
pay-per-view.
basically ruining. Well, he's not ruining the history of DWF, but
No, he's not.
what,
You
but
can't
like
really do that.
he's basically trying to make us legends like me, OMG Balor, Toothy Bear, and Gerlax or whatever his name is. We all earned our spots in our matches, and we won titles. I was basically the hardcore of DWF because I was mainly the hardcore champion throughout the WF.
Yeah.
And there was like a split second where I became the ever in DWF, quickly broken by OMG Balor. Really good moments, but came in.
You gotta cut out for a
Those
bit.
memories.
But the thing about Devvy, I think he has this.
I have bad internet.
Yeah, you kind of cut out for a moment. I think the thing about Devvy is he has like this glorified vision of himself that's a little unrealistic. He places, like I said, he wants everyone beneath him. And he'll dodge opponents just to hold the title for longer and keep himself at the top. Because again, that the Mortal
Hawks
title
needs
gives
to-
him popularity, it gives him traction. Not only that, but because he's the Immortal Champion, everyone wants a slice at him.
Active is Dev in the DWF.
And like another thing,
I know he will show. I know how he will show up to like every pay-per-view to defend his title.
yeah.
But
he's
does he
dodging
come to
this
normal
one.
shows?
And when was the last time you heard about the Immortal Championship not being fought for at a pay-per-view?
Really, never.
Never. It's unheard of.
But think about this. Has Devy those regular shows
He does.
to
And-
make a storyline? He does.
Yeah, and here's the thing about it, and this is what I mean by ducking fights and taking easier ones. Mulavante, great guy. We all love him. But he's not like at the top of his game right now. He's like at the lower mid card, He'd be, if he was like being pushed for a title right now after that loss to him, he'd be going for something like the European Championship. Because he's not good
Yeah.
enough to be going for like the top 3 titles. And, Devvy's very selective about who he fights. He refuses
Like-
to fight anyone he
like-
does not agree to fighting to.
For
So
me, for myself, I pretty much did everything I could in DWF. Longest hardcore champion, I beat Ken for the United States champion, held that for some time, then lost to Violet. But I mean, I never got it. I got to the point where I can hold a champion that Devvy's holding. There's probably gonna never be a point where I will.
probably not.
Especially where DWF is heading right now
Yeah.
with the situation with Devvy, there is no way. There's no way we're gonna have a new United undisputed is that if that's what it's called, an undisputed champion, unless Hawkson takes action and just strips Devvy.
The immortal title, yeah. And this is like the super prestigious title. Only 3 people will ever be competing for it at like a time. And these are always like the top 3 guys in the federation. And the thing about Devvy is while he does hold the title, and he did beat OMG Balor, he isn't, fighting people within the top 3 at any time.
Hawkson is treating Devvy as one of the top stars in the DWF, even though he's like even though he's like on the bottom of the ladder, he's just paying his way up.
Yeah.
He needs to earn his way, not pay his way.
And like again, he's only had 2 title defenses, and he won both. But he's been ducking a lot of other competition, and this is what I'm getting at. You're the immortal champion.
Back to when Lord Dallas was in control of DWF, and Devvy came in and gave Lord Dallas like billing RS or something like that.
Yeah, no.
And Lord took that offer and gave Devvy the opportunity. Luckily, he didn't last long, but doing what he used to do.
That was Devvy in his infancy, and he wasn't nearly as bad as he is now. And I don't think Hawkson really takes bribes, but he did let him fight in that open challenge, and that, OMG Balor lost the title.
Well, taking bribes or not, either way, Hawkson should have been a better man and denied the offer.
I mean, I don't think Hawkson found any foul.
He should be able to control what goes on, but he should also be able to control on how to take things seriously and try not to ruin ratings by throwing in exploiters into the main title picture.
Yeah, but I don't think that was his intention, And the worst part about all of this, the whole thing with Devvy, he gets a second chance after exploiting, after being a total douchebag. He wins. He's the
at this
face
point,
of the
I don't
company.
think chances would care anymore because he's exploited so many times. And, Aiden, think about this. Aiden is out of the World Wrestling community now because of some dramatic overall that took place a while back. And 3 chances, he had a second chance, apparently, and now he's out. Devvy.
He has a second chance.
If we brought chances into the picture on him, he'd be having. This would probably be his 20th chance.
Yeah, he's sitting at his second major opportunity again, and he's already pressing it. Mob is going to be leaving very soon, and Mob is very against the things Devvy says.
And this is the main reason why I'm against DWF right now. Nothing against Hawkson or anything, but I'm just tired of Devvy.
And it's people have found ways to just ignore Devvy. And most people's focuses aren't on the immortal. They're going after the world heavyweight, they're going after the undisputed, all these other titles. But Devvy's just presence in the company is so blatantly obvious because of the things he's done, the terrible things he's said, and he doesn't stop either. I don't know how long it'll take before
Devvy. It's gotten to the point where DRW Mania is coming up here in 2 weeks. Devvy's known for exploiting my federation. He's exploiting 90% of my shows. With and without an alt.
And he claims he's not, exploiting anymore. But even
he may claim it, but he's still doing it.
He may or may not. But even without the exploiting, he has been a terrible person, just all around. And no one appreciates that.
At the Jericho Cruise, I saw after the very last show, day 7, I believe.
Yeah.
Ignore the background. When it there were a few of my friends were in there, and so was Devvy. I went into the game, and Devvy was just exploiting the hell out of the boat.
Yeah, and this is the
Dude,
problem. This dude has a second chance, and he continues to do the things that got him banned the first
he
time.
he has
And he's getting away with
he's
it.
been given a lot of shitty chances. If we were gonna give him another chance, he would have like stacked on 20 chances by now.
Yep, 20, about 20. And, he's cheesing them. And I don't know how
You know,
long he's going to keep going until someone finally says, okay, this is enough, and they just throw it out.
I reported Devvy to Roblox like a couple times, and the last time I did it, Roblox replied saying there's no proof that he was exploiting. Until we see proof, we can't do nothing. I'm like, oh, fuck.
I mean, you can't take your chances with Roblox because I don't think they care
No.
either.
I know they don't care. It's Roblox. They don't.
Yeah, it's not
care.
personal to them. As much as it is personal to us. The thing is, we could.
The good thing that
something about
they've
it.
done so far is bring WWE into their website.
That's it. Yep, and that's like.
That's
I
like
really
the
don't know
only
when
good
that
thing
is.
about Roblox right now.
Yep. And I don't know how long Hoxton is gonna, keep up with it, because it's really just down to what Hoxton wants. Devvy's only here because of Hoxton.
Hell, and annoyed with Hoxton
Yeah.
and with Devvy.
I
If
don't
Daniel's
think.
getting annoyed, Daniel is like the backup of Hoxton.
Yeah, even Daniel's getting.
Daniel's
annoyed.
getting annoyed by Devvy. Hoxton should take action.
Yeah, when like.
And if he doesn't take action, then that just shows it.
The chief executive is posting in the Discord, so if you think Dev is a jackass, react with the raised hand, and he has 5 people here. Let's see, people.
Everybody in the DWF, everybody except Dev, everybody hates Dev.
Dude, even Hoxton is kind of getting tired of him.
Yeah,
at
Hoxton
this.
may be getting tired of it, but if I was Hoxton, I would have already done something by now.
And
I
the
would have
thing
already
with
stripped them.
Hoxton
I would
is-
already took them out of my federation.
He's so lenient.
he
Hoxton
doesn't-
is very lenient, and he's always willing to give second chances. But there's a problem.
No,
when
but
even Hoxton
there's
is annoyed
there's a
by it.
problem with second chances. Hoxton knows that Devvy has exploited DWF multiple times.
Yeah.
Why should we give him a second chance if he's done everything with to DWF in the past?
And the
There's no
thing
need for a
is,
second chance.
people would prefer it that way. But I think, insult to injury, even when Devy's given this second chance, he wants to throw it back in our face.
Like, hey,
What?
Hoxton, hey, Devvy, you're fired. You're gonna be stripped. And I'll be Devvy. Like, I'm Devvy. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna exploit you anyways.
Yeah.
Then but then we would come to reality and throw into like age script. So like if you were to make the game because we have an age script that's blocking him from getting into the game, then we have like a permanent ban that we can throw into the admin to make sure Dev never joins the game. But like, there's ways to get in.
And unfortunately, I think the only time can tell when Hoxton finally acts upon that, He's
That's the main reason why. Like, last time I went to DWF, it was on SmackDown, and that's when Hoxton and Zayn announced the rival between ECW and DWF. And I straight up grabbed the mic. Hoxton forced me to do a match before I started talking. Okay, let's just do a match. I lost. I got responded. I still had admin, so I was like, I just like I'm on Team ECW because like, why should I be on Team DWF if action's over Dev?
And I think this is something Mulavante was getting at. He said, I wasn't going to support someone that just constantly uses racial slurs and constantly insults everyone around him and has been known to exploit his past.
I've been with DWF since I don't know how long. I forgot. And DWF is what created me. Like, because of DWF.
Yeah.
And I still treat DWF like it's my home. And go to DWF if I see someone trying to destroy it, and that would be Devvy. I can't go there and expect to have fun when I see someone like Devvy trying to. It's not fair.
Yeah, and I don't think Devvy alone will destroy DWF. What he does do, though, is he disrespects everyone else that's in that Fed.
He doesn't give a shit.
No.
He's like
Doesn't.
Brock Lesnar. He gets a title and he just walks off.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah. Except instead, unlike Brock Lesnar, he has a mouth.
Oh yeah, he has a racial mouth.
Anyways, I think it's time to move on to topic 2, the Class of 19 Hall of Fame in DWF. There are quite a lot of candidates in this category. A lot of legends that are looking to be promoted to that position. Do you think they're
Isn't
going to be
OMG
introduced
Balor-
this year?
OMG Balor in the Hall of Fame this year.
No, he's already in it.
Oh yeah, that's right. He went in it when I went in it.
2018.
And then
You're
I
already
quickly
in
became
it?
a legend after that. Yeah, I was in the 2018 one, but then I quickly became a legend.
Oh. Well, I think you're supposed to get promoted after that because Hall of Fame is above that.
Famous first, and then you become a legend after that.
Yeah.
Once Hawkson declares it.
Let's see. Hall of Fame 18. We have Venom Crow, Aang, Ethan Cole, Toothy, myself. And then there's OMG Balor, The Deadly Rhodes. Before that, Falco, Gumio, Zach Ashes, Casey Hawkson, Glarax, Awesome Parker, and Killer Wrestler. I can tell you for sure who I know is going to be introduced. Kenny Hero. He claims he's going to retire at the end of the year. And by that time, when the Hall of Fame ceremony comes along, he's going to be inducted. I think Zutaz also has a lot of traction to be put into the Hall of Fame this year. Jay Rexerate, probably lesser known, but he has a lot of traction. Here's one that most people don't remember. Aaron Jager. Do you remember when he was in the Fed?
I've been away from DWF for so long.
I think he was
time.
a world heavyweight champion contender at one point.
Most of the people that you're saying, I don't really recognize.
Yeah, it's been a while. I don't remember some of these people. The Phoenix
Kenny,
Overseer.
I think I remember Kenny Hero, but like everybody else is kind of like, who?
Yeah. Here's one you should remember: Jordan Stone.
Yeah, we had rivals back and forth when I was like at the top of my game in DWF.
I remember
me and
the
him
first
were like
title
back
I
and forth.
won.
Even like Daniel Clutcher and me were like back and forth.
Yeah. I remember the first title shot I had was against Jordan Stone for the Intercontinental Championship, and I won it. The day following, he cashed in the rematch clause, and I ended up losing it. So I only had a one day reign with the Intercontinental title.
If I had the chance to go back in the past, the rival Jordan Stone again, I would. It was actually really, really fun.
There are a
Teleport
lot of
back in the
names
past.
here. 25 legends in total. That's a lot.
Here's a really good thing. I still haven't lost a WrestleMania match yet.
I don't think I've been in any.
The very first WrestleMania match I've been in was DWF Mania 9, and it was like a few months after I debuted into the DWF.
How about some of these guys in the alumni? QCDC, Jazzy Danger.
Jazzy Danger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I Jazzy Danger. I eliminated him from the second rope. If I think it was that. I think it was him.
There's a video of that, isn't there?
Yeah, like my very first Royal Rumble, I went to the Royal Rumble ring, like between the ropes, and I eliminated him.
Yeah, didn't they count it too?
No.
Jazzy DWF. I don't know if
Ignore the
there's like results
background.
for Jazzy DWF on Google. Well, I
Yeah.
did find something that was kind of interesting. I don't know if you want to see it. Got a copy image address. No, no. Hold up. Give me this. Give me. Yep. Yep. Let me copy that. Send to Alex Tatum. Tell me what you think of this.
Is he being gay?
Yeah. So crazy to think, one
What's
of the
wrong
most
with that
likely
shit?
people to get into the Hall of Fame was a renowned jobber for the longest time.
Yeah.
Crazy, crazy.
This is a DWF that I miss.
Yeah. Things weren't nearly as serious back then.
I don't know. When I left DWF, everything kind of shifted.
Yeah. That's because partly because we hit like 1,000 members, and then the alliance.
When
with
I left
RWA.
DWF, everything was like amazing. Everything, ratings are high. Almost every show, like I see DWF going on, and they hardly hit 30.
Yeah.
When I was in DWF, they were always hitting 50, no matter what. Every show, they were always hitting 50. When I left, and like a few months later, when I go to check on DWF, they're having trouble. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's very strange, and I think part of it is, even though we're in like the top of the federations, people are taking this way, way, way too seriously nowadays.
Yeah.
Like,
At the end of the day, everybody should think about this. At the end of the day, it's just a game.
yeah, and you have to kind of
Just
remember
move on.
why you're doing it in the first place.
Right?
Cause like,
You have to think about why you got on in the first place.
yeah,
You
you didn't join on to be like,
you joined Roblox to escape from reality and just have fun.
you weren't expecting.
You're not gonna
a
have fun
career
if you're
out
gonna
of it.
cry over losing a match.
Yeah, and that's the problem when you kind of just you lose. People don't really move on. They can complain. You have people like Devvy who are just straight toxic. You have
Like,
people
I'm
who
a
are
host,
complaining about
you know,
Devvy. You have the people who
matches.
want to fight Devvy all the time. It's just like too serious. Take a
When I
step
host
back and remember
when I
why
host
you did it.
matches, almost every match that I host, there's always a complaint. Oh, he reached. I didn't see reach though.
Yeah.
Oh, he tripped. I didn't see trip though. What do you mean?
And like, if the thing is warranted, then that's fine. But most people only say these things as an excuse.
Yeah.
Because they just want that win. They just want the record. And like,
There's
you're missing the point.
talking about the ladies, the women's division, the women's will go out if they see a man in the ring that they like, that they hang out with all the time, and if they are losing, they will go all out of their way to say, "Oh, he reached," when he really did it.
I mean,
They
all
would be
the
like,
women
"Oh, I'm
are
not coming
men.
here anymore. This fucking fed is a fucking disgrace," you know.
Yeah. And the thing about, the woman is
Women's
that
division, but that's what they do all the time.
they too are sweaty men. You have to remember, like, only 10% of all road divas are actually women. And so, the rest of them, the other
I'm not
90%
against
are just
the
sweaty
trans.
men.
I'm not against trans, but like,
I'm not either. It's
Yeah.
just, all these road divas, they're just as sweaty as the men. They take it way too
they just
seriously
take
as
things.
well.
Not just a woman. Everybody just takes things too seriously.
Yeah, everyone's
and
taking
it's-
it too
when-
seriously. Like, take a step
And
back.
ta-
Do it because you enjoy
Yeah.
it, not because you should. You shouldn't be
12 when
feeling-
everything was like calm. Yeah, there was drama and everything like that, but it wasn't like
it was
what
normally
it is
just
today.
for promotional purposes, and that's the thing. You can be as like rude and disrespectful in the ring as you want, but when you're taking it into like the Discord, then it's kind of problematic.
Yeah. This ain't real life. It's just a game.
Yeah, I think people are forgetting that. Do we want to do topic
And then
3?
again, they are kids, so like, and when you're a kid,
Everything is a lot more.
your mindset is like dramatic than it really would be. What it would be if you were like matured.
No.
If that sounds right, I
Yeah,
guess
it
maybe.
sounds right. Because when I was young, I was, in that toxic phase where I just wanted to win everything, and it wasn't as fun.
When
I made a
you're young,
career out of it.
your mind is like, I'm gonna win this, and when you lose, you have a tantrum.
Yeah, and you have to come up with some sort of
You
excuse just to
lose,
try to
but
save face.
person, it's like good game and move on.
Yeah. Well, enough of that. Are we going to do topic 3 on PXT?
Sure.
Alright, PXT. I don't know exactly where to go with this. They
I haven't
announced
really
the
been to.
pay-per-view, and let's see who's in it so far. Macho Demon for the PXT International against Viva La Raza. Silo versus
I've been
someone,
to
question
PXT.
mark. These all seem like open challenges. Or maybe just, they
When
don't
I
have
went
the
to
NYC yet.
PXT, the last time I actually really went to PXT to hang out was before I retired from DWF, and when I went, like, everything was like really awesome.
Well,
It was just
PXT
like
is a lot
very
of fun in
fun.
comparison to like all these other shows. PXT is kind of like a
Right
different
now,
world.
I'd rather go to PXT than the main roster due to the fact, like we talked earlier about Devvy.
Yeah, and like not only just Devvy,
Overall, PXT has been doing
and
a
just
lot.
how the people in the roster are there just to have fun. For the most part, a lot of them are just very fun to be around. It's very
I know,
fun to
like
watch
these people,
PXT.
the match card that you posted. There's only one person I know that's on this list, and that is Poisonous.
Yeah, and the thing about
I don't
like
know
all
who
these
Macho
other
Damon
guys is
is. Fa la la, Razor, Jack Creed.
Hideo and Omatine Dream. I think this is a kind of a cool match here. Vader's Ascension has been on a little bit of a tear recently, and I think they're poised
I
to
mean,
win
unless
this.
unless the names are just gimmick names and names, I don't know.
I think most of these are gimmick names. Jax Creed and Silo are the only ones. No, Tremor Blitz too. Those three are the only ones who aren't going by gimmick name. Faded Ascension is the combined team of Austin Hurricane and Insanity Prison. I'm looking forward to this match. Um, wow, I just had like a stroke there.
Yeah.
Jesus. There's like 3 more matches to be announced. Was it? They host every Monday, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to think of what happened last Monday. Oh. Come on. Well, I think we can stop there. We've covered a lot.
Basically, every, basically everything that I've said, I needed to get off my chest.
I mean, a lot of people are.
Devvy.
A lot
I
of this is
had to
just,
get that off my chest, like literally. Now, anybody can disagree with me. I had no problem because again, it's just my opinion. But like,
I mean, a lot of people don't have very
overall,
hot opinions about Devvy.
something
I
should
may
be done.
have to ask around a little more, just to gain how everyone else just feels about Devvy, because everyone has their own opinion one way or another. You have guys like Kenny who think he sucks. and
People
just
can
wants
like
that
Devy. I
title
don't
shot.
have I'm not gonna hate the person that likes Devy, just because I hate Devy. But like,
I don't think anyone likes Devy though. It's
my
really
mind
just
just
a
went
matter
blank.
of
Hold on.
why do you hate Devy, and a lot of people are just there for the mob mentality. Whereas someone like Mulafonte has like come under attack from insults and like barrages. There's just other guys who are in it because they just want that title push.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well, I guess that's it.
I guess that is it.
To be honest.
Until then, I'm Scotty Crippen. This is Alex Tatum's. And that's another episode of DWF News.
ATS Nation. Yeah.